Welcome back to Enderal, one of the greatest Skyrim mods we have ever played here on the channel. I do hope you guys are well. In today's episode, we're going to be continuing on one of our companion's side quests, and he is at the Ark's Watchtower, and we need to meet him there in the evening. This is part 2 of his ongoing sort of quest line. The reason we're doing this is because we need to wait a day until the meeting is prepared for the main quest line anyway. So I kind of want to do Jasper's side quests as we go along with the main quest line. And guys, I just want to let you know that today is the last episode that's going to come out before we play through the Elder Scrolls Online's new DLC, Greymoor, which basically takes us back to Skyrim. So if you guys are interested in watching that, please check out the playlist down below in the description. It will probably take me maybe 5 days or so to play through the content, and then we'll come back to Enderal. So do not panic if there's a slight delay in the next episode being there. It will be linked down below as usual as soon as it comes out, or you can just subscribe to the channel and press the bell notification icon so YouTube lets you know as soon as it gets released. Ah, Lydia, you beautiful beast. So apparently we need to return early evening and then Jasper will be here. So let's go ahead and ride Lydia, my magnificent steed. There he is. Hello, Jasper.
There you are. Glad you made it. Come, follow me.
Said Jasper liked that. Alright, we're going to have a nice look at the view. Lovely. But it's quite cool because if you remember earlier on in the playthrough last episode when we went to the mansion with Jasper, the book actually tells you the backstory about the two whores that he sleeps with, in the desert region, and it kind of tells you his backstory and where he came from and everything. So it's really cool if you want to fill out the game.
Wait a second.
Where is it?
So, wine or pipe?
Oh, bit of wine.
Termatralian brandy, vintage 8190.
Oh, is this a date?
A real treasure. Consider it a congratulatory gift for passing the trial.
Oh, awesome! It's animated. I drink wine out of a beer mug.
Nothing better than a good pipe and a nice sight to go along with it. It's always sad to see how few people can truly appreciate these things. Anyway, tell me, my friend, what is it that drives you? I've been asking that myself since we met. I mean, it's not like anyone's forcing you to play errand boy for Arenthiel, is there? And with your abilities, you can make a fortune as a mercenary. Not to mention the danger you put yourself in. Securing the excavation site, passing the trial, they certainly haven't been easy on you so far.
I don't know. I guess being a person of importance is a welcome change from my Ostian days. If this cleansing is real, we're in it together. I might as well help fight it.
Makes sense. In any case, it's interesting to see how you've gotten from being a magically gifted refugee to the center of all this. Kind of reminds me of a woman I used to travel with, Lydia. No matter where she went, she always ended up in the eye of the storm.
Don't you mean Lydia? How did you end up traveling with her then?
We got hired for the same job. Usually I work better on my own, but this partnership was refreshing in every aspect. It felt good to know someone's got your back for a change, especially with the kind of work I do. Which is why we decided to stick together after that first job. And it went great, at least initially. She just cared too much, you know? Yeah, she was a mercenary, but she only ever picked the jobs where she thought she could help people, or at least do no damage. As you can imagine, that doesn't always work out in my profession, and whenever it didn't, she really took it to heart. It was sad, if you think about it, really.
So I take it you were a couple?
We traveled together, and we had sex, so yes, according to most people's definition of it, we were a couple.
How long did you work together?
That was, let me think, about 3 years. Yeah, we went to Araziel, Kira, Arkwend, and one time we even fought a group of petrified on Millet. She fought as ardently as she lived. I don't know how I would have survived that fight without her.
She wanted to help. Why did she become a mercenary?
Oh, several reasons. First of all, she was primarily a traveling healer. and used the money she got from those jobs to sustain herself. Secondly, Lydia wasn't all selflessness. She wanted to help people, yeah, but she also wanted to make experiences, I guess. Live like an eagle, love like a madman, and dream like a god. A bit cheesy, yeah, but that was her credo.
But how did you split up?
Well, we were simply too different. I guess that's what it comes down to. Let's face it, I'm a pathetic white knight, and an even worse world savior. Lydia and we were just bound to clash. We were lovers, then friends, then lovers again, and so on and so forth. Ultimately, that was just too much for me. Too extreme. Too absorbing.
So she wanted something serious. Love.
Love as she defined it, yeah. Had it been for her, we would have married after that first night.
And what was it you wanted?
That's a long story. Not one that puts me in a favorable light. At least if you like most people. Let's save that for another time.
So, you split up in the end.
Split up. Yeah, that's one way to put it. But anyway, enough about me. What about you? Has there ever been someone in your life? Or have you always been the lone wolf?
None of your business. No, I'm not going to say that. Am I sensing a subtext here? Not that I'd mind. No. Maybe not. Ooh, no. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, obviously we haven't had anyone. At least not yet.
Really? That surprises me. I, for one, have had enough drama to last me a lifetime. Sex is fine, but I guess I'm just not naive enough for anything else anymore. Love. People have such wrong-headed expectations, really. Sometimes I think it would help us all to finally admit that there isn't that much that separates us from the apes. Anyway, why don't you tell me a little more about this trial? I heard you passed it together with that quiet girl, Kalia. What's she like? I've heard some stories about her.
Ooh, we can tell him about her being an evil witch.
That's just life, I think. There comes a point when you've done all you can. My. We've certainly lost track of time, haven't we? I really need to hit the hay for a couple hours now. I'll have to go look for some new work tomorrow. And I've heard about a nobleman who's looking for a sellsword. That is, if Arenthiel or old Bushybeard doesn't have a new job for me by then. Say what you want about them. Their pay is beyond generous. I'll see you around, my friend.
So you've completed part 2 of Jasper's questline.
Huh?
Okay, so we still need to wait another, the rest of the day. So we can also speak with Kalia about what happened in Dothengrad, because I feel like I kind of own her a little bit of an apology, considering, yeah, she didn't really like how I reacted to her turning into a shadow warrior and yeeting that guy in an absolute pool of blood. She is nuts, but I kind of like that. A nutty shadow warrior. Alright, here she is. Let's have a chat with
Well,
her.
blessed. Can I help you?
If you don't know your parents, how did you come by your name? Kalia?
It was stitched into the blanket they found me in near that village. I don't really know if it is my actual name, but I had nothing else to go with, so it stuck.
I just came to talk.
That's convenient, actually. I think I still owe you an explanation.
You do? About old Dothengrad, I take it?
Yes, but let's talk somewhere else. Come on.
Oh, where's she taking me? I'm being abducted. Oh no!
So, sorry for all the secrecy. I just didn't want anyone else to listen in.
So you took me to the dungeons with some weird drawing of... oh my god, there's skeletons. What the hell is this place? You can understand that, but Jesus, why here?
Well, that moment when I neutralized the leader of the bandits in Old Dothelgrad. I'm sure you noticed that I was different then.
That's a nice way to put it, yeah. You completely lost it back there. No, I'm not going to say that. She'll dislike me. I already was very rude to her previously. You seemed upset.
Upset. You choose your words carefully, Saira. I appreciate that. I'll make this quick. There is something about me that you don't know. That no one knows, actually. Do you remember what I told you in the curarium about the destroyed village? Well, I wasn't entirely honest with you.
Do you know actually what happened then?
Not all of it, no, and it's true that I don't know how I ended up there. But I remembered something just before I regained consciousness. Some kind of vague memory. A feeling, coupled with an image.
A feeling? What exactly do you mean by that?
It's hard to describe because it didn't last very long, but I saw myself, but I was somehow above the rooftops, as if I flew. Below me, I saw all the chaos, the dead, the fire, the devastated houses, and I somehow felt hot, but from inside, as if my blood was boiling. That sounds crazy, doesn't it? I'm sorry, but I don't know how to describe it better than that.
So that was, what, a memory? Something that really happened? I'm not so sure I'm following.
It was something that actually happened, I'm sure of it. But the memory, it was somehow blurred. Like a dream, but a very vivid one.
What happened then?
Nothing. I woke up, and from there things happened just as I've already told you. But that's not really what I'm trying to get at. In that memory, when I saw all those dead bodies and all that destruction, I felt satisfaction, pleasure. As if all that suffering, all that pain was the most exhilarating thing I'd ever seen.
What are you trying to tell me? It's like she's consumed by a split personality or a shade or something.
Well, I didn't know what to make of that memory myself for quite a long time. But then, things happened that made me understand. There is something inside my head, Saira. Some kind of second soul, an entity. Most of the time it sleeps, but there are situations in which it wakes up. Mostly when something atrocious happens or has happened. Blood, pain, death. Whenever I'm confronted with these kinds of things, it tries to... I don't know how to put it. Tries to take control of me, and then things like Alt-Dathulgrad happen. It's never managed to completely take me over, and it hasn't gotten as far as it did in Alt-Dathulgrad for a long, long time now. But that memory from the village, I think that is what happens when I let myself go completely.
In other words, you have some kind of demon inside you. And I'm guessing this power you suddenly had when you killed the bandit comes from this entity inside you.
Yes, it is immense, Saira. I can feel it every time it is trying to take me over. I don't even want to think about what would happen if I were to give in completely.
I'm not going to ask her this because I feel like it's a super sensitive topic, and last time she got proper offended when I probed her with questions like that. That's a lot to take in though.
I figure. Listen, what happened in Old Dothelgrad? I never should have let it come to that. But that moment when he charged me, the blood on his sword, I just couldn't contain it. And when I gave in, when I hacked him into pieces, I simply felt so thrilled, complete. I was naive to believe it would never get that far again. Naive and stupid. But do you see now? This is the reason why I train so hard, why I always try to control my emotions no matter what people do or say to me. This creature inside me, it's always on the hunt. And the only way I can keep it at bay is by controlling both my body and spirit 100%. Just one moment of carelessness. That's all it takes.
The villagers could have been right after all. Let's not say that. I see. Does the Order know about this? No way to banish the monster. I assume that would be her backstory quest. We can help her banish it.
No way that I know of, at least. Who should I ask? The apothecary? There are two ways that would go. Either they would ridicule me, or they would take me seriously and report my condition to the Order. Neither way helps me, and who knows what the Order would do if they found out. Especially as strained as the situation is right now.
And if it takes you over completely, what would happen?
I don't know. And truth be told, I'm not sure I want to.
But if the violence provokes this thing, why are you with the military wing of the Order?
Well, what would be the alternative? Transcribe Pyrean books like the Magisters do all day? Or drop out entirely and pour hot water for the upper city's noblewomen? Look, Saira, as you already pointed out, there is a chance that this thing inside me is responsible for the massacre in the village. And if that's true, I definitely have a lot of repentance to do, don't you think? And even if it isn't, I want to change things, to make the world at least a little bit better. And yes, I do realize that this means a lot of hardship and hard work for me, but I'm not afraid of that. Do you know why? Because that's what's missing in this world. So many people just talk, and never act, because that would mean that they'd have to actually endure something for what they believe in.
Definitely don't lack determination. I like it.
Determination alone hasn't helped anyone yet. Let's talk again in a few years, and we'll see if my good intentions have actually produced results.
You know that was a compliment, right?
Well, that's good to know. I'd like some time by myself now. And thanks for listening.
Okay, great. Where the hell are we?
Transcribe verse 80 100 times.
Oh god, is that a snake? Oh, it's mushrooms.
Sky can rain fire.
I actually have a pet snake, so I'm perfectly fine with snakes. In case you... Why are there like so many burnt marks here? It's like some kind of experimentation room. Close the door there. I don't even know where I am now. Either way, we now have to wait a day until... Oh, this is the training room, yeah. Oh, one sec, can I take these arrows? Oh, they're only old arrows, so they're kind of useless, really. They do so little damage, it's almost just not worth using them at all. I'd rather die. Alright, my friends, we're back here in the Temple of the Sun to take part in this extremely important meeting. Yay.
This is too dangerous, whatever they want here. If we send spies and they get caught, Nerim will see this as a provocation.
Poor people. All they did was invade a foreign country, and look how ruthless we are, sending spies in order to find out why they're here. We should be ashamed.
Save the sarcasm. We both know what I mean. You know my opinion, Tila.
I will consider it. You come at the right time, Prophet. Commander, explain the situation.
Of course, Grandmaster. Yesterday, we received word from one of our outposts in Duneville. One of the fishermen there saw warships anchoring on an island some miles from shore. And they bear the Nerimese flag.
We have already sent scouts to confirm this, and it is true. The Nerimese have invaded our land.
But this is an act of war. Why should they do this?
We have a suspicion. I suppose you know that the civil war in Nerim has ended 2 months ago. And who won it?
I don't know who.
The combined forces of the Northern and the Middle Realm, led by Taranor Korek of Kabait. The Southern rebels and the remnants of the Creator's Temple have been destroyed, once and for all. Now Nerim has been united under the banner of the Free People of Nerim, how they like to call themselves, and this could be the reason for these warships.
But why? Why should Nerim risk another war after having just ended one?
Because of this Koarek.
It is said that he helped Narathzul Aranthiel shortly before the Lightborn were slain. And while before that, he was an opportunist who changed his ideals as often as his underpants, it seems that his crusade with Narathzul converted him, so to speak. He has become a declared enemy of religion.
He also thinks of the death of the gods as the first step of many. And now he sees it his task to rid Vin of religion once and for all. Free the world from the scourge of faith. These are his words.
Though it is worth mentioning that his understanding of freeing includes mass executions and the burning down of temples. He's a fanatic, and worse, his men worship him for it. What he wants is to found a new world, and his free people of Nerim are supposed to be vanguard of it.
Isn't this pretty much the same thing your order once stood for? A world of free religions thinking? What else is there to know about this Tarnor Korek?
Not much. Or... yes, there is. He's a narcissist. I was surprised to hear that the banners of his free people are ornamented with a picture of his and an inscription saying, "Praise me."
I'm going to question him about his opinion.
Well, with the small but subtle difference that it was Narazul's vision to restore the human right of self-determination, and not to obliterate every kind of superstition or spirituality.
It is plain stupid to believe a way of thinking can be beaten out of someone's head with just enough violence. The only thing that does is radicalize. Though a world without religion would be a better one, that's without doubt.
Nonsense. The people need a higher power that guides them. You can see what chaos the death of the Lightborn brought on the world, and without your orders doing, all this would never have happened.
Of course. Where were we?
And let me guess, you suspect Korak is here because the Enderalians still believe the gods are alive, correct?
Correct.
What Korak doesn't understand is that we're doing this to prevent a crisis.
Simply telling the common people the truth is out of the question still.
Not before the High Ones have been stopped. The civil war on Kile, Nerim, and Arazial shows what chaos such a revelation can cause. And we will not take this risk.
And what if we explain our motivations to Korak? Perhaps he'll even help us fight the cycle.
That is the problem. Pigast?
We believe that Korak already knows about the cycle and the cleansing. And that he, how should I put it, wants it to happen.
We're talking about something that could mean the end of the world though, right?
I'm afraid so. I know how strange this sounds, but in a way it makes sense. For him, Enderal as the home of the Holy Order is the epitome of ignorance and stagnation. And we suppose he even knows that we are fighting these High Ones. But in his eyes, everything a paragon of the Old Order tries to prevent from happening must be something good. Maybe he even sees the High Ones as prophets of his new era. Who knows? Fanatics are unpredictable.
Right now, this is only an assumption, but we have to know.
In other words, we need to spy on the Nerimese.
Yes. Do you know what a silver plate is?
Plate made out of silver? Enlighten me. I don't actually know what it is, so let's go for the sarcasm.
The ones I'm talking about are more. They are relics from Arctvent. What makes them unique is their power to transfer sound. Every plate has a counterpart, and if someone standing near one plate says something, the one standing near the other one hears it too. Our plan is to place 2 of the plates in their camp. That way we can sound them out without risk.
And you want me to do this placing, don't you?
You, Firespark, and the mercenary, Dalvarek. However, you cannot travel to the island by ship. That would be too conspicuous.
We found out that the Pyreans had some kind of underground transporting system. Undertrains, that's what they called them. These trains connected the most important regions of the realm with each other, and thus probably also the temple on the island where Korek's ships set anchor. If we can manage to find one of these trains, we could use them to get right to his camp. And, as it happens, we have information about a Pyrean temple in the Crystal Forest. One that is still intact enough for us to find a way into one of these trains.
The Living Temple.
That's how you call it, yes. But enough of the chit-chat. First of all, we need to find the gem that is used to open the gate of the temple. And I have a guess where we could find it. A village called Fogville, not far from the Whisperwood.
Good. When do we set out?
As soon as possible. Joseph the mercenary has already traveled to Fogville, and you should do the same. I will meet you there.
So we are talking about accomplished facts, or what?
It is the only way. I'm sorry, Natara. Prophet, I'm counting on you. Find out why Korek is here.
Very well, I shall do just that, my brethren. So now we need to travel over to Fogville. Oh, look at this. Okay, so Fogville is actually located just north of the old Free River camp where we were at the start of the game. So it's actually probably that castle we saw on the cliff tops when we left the starting area just north of the old Free River lighthouse here. Okay, so here we are at the Myra Tower. Let's say you want to go
Hello.
to the Fog Lighthouse.
Good to hear. Where to?
Let's have a look. Fogville. Oh yes, my magnificent goat-like steed. Literally on the other side of the lands, really. Well, it is indeed very foggy here in Fogville. Alright, so I thought I'd walk to the top of the tower now we've arrived. Let's have a look at the surrounding area. I can see a small townhouse over there in the distance. And it looks like there's a village down in the valley there. Fogville itself seems to be up that hill in the distance. Let's go ahead and work our way over carefully, because I'm sure there's going to be lots of enemies about around here. We'll take this path upwards towards the old castle. I mean, it really does look like a castle. I don't know what all this siege equipment is about. Usually Jasper is quite good at explaining the backstory to the area though, so hopefully he'll fill us in. The place looks quite abandoned though. It seems like no one's really walked down this path in a long time, especially with the trees here. Right, let's whip out our bow. Yeet this deer. Oh no, I've missed. Oh, beautiful. Right up the rectum. Oh no, I've been cheated. Oh yes. Oh, right in the chest. An absolute triumph, to say the least. Alright, I'm going to carefully sneak around the edge here, so we can work our way through the main gates, because I can hear wolves and whatnot up ahead. Alright, so we've got to the foot of the Fog Keep Castle, and there's actually a lot of abandoned siege equipment here, and I can see some wolves up ahead. So what I'm going to do is try and sneak around to the right a little bit, because I think there are actually going to be some enemies in this castle, and I want to see if I can bait them into each other. I think I can see something there. I think that's an enemy at least. Oh, an ARP. See if we can trigger the wolves as well. Taking out one of them. As long as they don't come over this hill, we'll be fine. And we can let the wolves take out these Falmer-looking creatures, while we stay safe at the back here. Let's use our agility skill. Where have they gone now? Run into the distance, but it looks like the wolves killed the rest of these creatures. These ARPs, they have rune swords. Okay, that's much better than my weapon. Hopefully I can find a rune bow. Uh-oh. Get wrecked. Give me your... Oh, you have a rune sword as well? Maybe there's an archer somewhere, I don't know. There's one more. Oh, he's got a bow. Let's see if we can take him out here without getting hit. Oh, no you don't. Oh yes, beautiful. Right in his shoulder. He only had a hunting bow. There's another castle up there. Jesus Christ, how many castles does this land have? And a Nern route. That is not a Nern route. There's a chest here too. Oh, fine steel arrows. We will need those. You will definitely need those. I feel like I'm lacking a lot of damage currently. So here's an oak bow, which is actually better than my current bow, so I should really wear that. Apparently we're going to find Jasper inside this castle somewhere. I don't know how many enemies are lurking inside it. spare parts. Alright, let's head up to the top here. Here they are.
Blasted blistering blazes! What the heck took you so long? We've been waiting for ages.
But you only just...
What matters now is that we find the gem that opens the temple doors. You two take care of that. I'll go ahead to the temple and inspect the gate. Any questions? No? Then beat it.
It helps to know what something looks like if you're supposed to find it. At least that's what I've been told.
I already told you that. A small, red gem. If it's around here somewhere, and I'm quite certain it is, you should maybe search for it at the village treasury. Now get going. I'll see you at the temple.
I love
And
this
lo and
character.
behold, from one crazy mission into the other. The living temple. Whew. I never thought I'd get to see it up close. I suggest you take a look at the town hall. I'll browse the rest of the village. Just call me if you find something. Huh?
You know anything about this place?
About Fogville? Yeah, quite a lot actually. The story's always fascinated me. You haven't heard of it, I take it. What do you want to know?
Well, what happened to it? All these siege weapons and ships. It almost looks as if there was a big war here.
Yeah, and that's about what happened. How can I say this without going beyond the scope? The short version, the villagers lost their minds. It all started when they officially renounced Malphas and the righteous path. Then, more and more travelers started disappearing, and surprisingly, a lot of their corpses were found close to the village, dumped in the forest like slaughtered cattle. That was when the Order couldn't ignore this issue any longer and sent a division of guards to end the madness, whatever that's supposed to look like. But when these guards arrived, they were greeted by frenzied villagers, who were armed to the teeth and jumped on the guards like rabid dogs. Most of them were killed, but one made it back to the temple. Well, and that's almost the end of the story. When the guards returned, they were almost the size of an army, but still the villagers charged right at them. You can imagine the result.
They all died then. It's rather interesting. Maybe this is where the Red Madness started. Do we know why they killed travelers?
Yes, it was. It turned out they sacrificed them. Later, when the Order searched Fogville for what could have caused all this, they found a hidden hexagonal room in the temple, which looked like the Fogvillers built it themselves. It was strange. There were exactly 6 paintings, one on each wall, and they all depicted unholy scenes, whatever that may mean. Anyway, it seemed that the travelers were sacrificed there. Heck knows why.
How the heck did a bunch of farmers and hunters defy a division of the guard, though?
As I said, they were mad, and this is also how they fought, regardless of the consequences. Plus, this place isn't exactly easily charged. Just look at all the walls. It's almost a fortress.
And is there some kind of explanation for all of this?
Well, the most common one is the proximity to the Whisperwood. We all know what these spores do to the human mind. So maybe unfavorable winds over several moons? Who knows? At least that's the official explanation. Some conspiracy theorists see a connection to the Butcher of Ark.
Butcher of Ark? You're talking about that serial killer? Jael Tennyson?
Exactly. Strange guy, to say the least. You know, shortly before he killed himself, he left an autobiography. And even though the Order officially forbids owning it, there are collectors who established an entire cult around that Tennyson character. There's a lot of speculation going on about this entire myth, and some of it's quite bizarre and morbid, if you ask me. Anyway.
Is the Butcher of Ark from the starting story? At the start of the game? I'm not sure. Can we go inside here? No, it's abandoned. Alright, I guess we're going the treasury then. Town hall. I assume we're going to find enemies here. Oh god. Here they are. Uh-oh. Jasper, are you behind me? God, he's not behind me. Jesus. Uh-oh. Please don't hit me. How did that not hit you? Jesus Christ. I just got stun locked. Ow. Holy crap. I'm very almost dead. Give me a potion of restore health. What is that? A sigil stone? It's trying to hit me, whatever it is. Oh god. What is that? I hit it off? In Skyrim, you used to have soul gems that did that, but you could hit them off. Okay, there we go. Now it surely doesn't work. Oh, God! That was so close. A fine leather hood. Quite good, actually. I should take that. 15 armor versus the helmet, which gives me 24. Can't even compare. We have a town hall key now. I don't know why Jasper didn't follow me in here. He must be a wuss. Taking these rune swords though. Right, so that key opens this door. Before we go in there, let's just check around these other rooms. Bird egg and pearl as potion of swiftness. 37 gold coins, very nice. King mead. I'm taking that because I am a king. Let's whip out a torch here. Some weaponry. Just basic iron weaponry there. There are some sharp steel arrows. Oh, what's that? A silver ingot. Right. This is the last place upstairs we have to check. Some coins. And a dresser with some more coins. Alright, let's hop down this hole then. Which is locked, so I'm assuming these guys had the key to it. And therefore are probably down here somewhere. Can't see anything yet. Just loads of storage down here. Okay, there's nothing down here to be afraid of. Just a safe. Which I'm assuming has the treasure we need. Oh, thief boots. No enchantment though. Rhodium ore. Gonna unlock this. There we go. Sigil stone of the living temple. Fantastic. Now we've got what we came for. Kind of interested in finding the pentagram. I kind of really want to look at it for myself.
That was quick. Any luck?
Yes, at least I think so. The fog villagers hid it in some kind of underground treasury.
Let me see. Yeah, that's it. Well, then I guess that means off to the temple. You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Good. Then lead the way.
Alright, so we're just here where Fogville is, and we need to head over to the temple, which is over here. The living temple. However, apparently we can't actually cross this massive canyon, so we're going to head around over this bridge here. And that should get us there. Actually see some skeletons down there in the darkness. Hopefully I can get a sneak attack on this guy. Wow, that didn't do that much damage considering it was 3.3 times damage. God forbid you can hit a moving target in Enderal. Oh god, there he is. Ow. Jesus, this guy does a lot of damage. Come on, fire that shot. There we go. Right, he's dead. And his bones are scattered over the mountainside. He only has an oak bow. He has old rune arrows, which are better than my arrows, but Jesus, he does so much damage to me. Imagine if I was wearing light armor. I'd be dead instantly. Where's the other skeleton? I don't think we're going to find the other skeleton. Let's just head across this bridge and eat some food as well so we don't die. Fogstone Bridge. That's actually a nice inn down there too. This game has so many layers to it. I mean, not only is the map huge, but it also has, you know, lots of things you can actually discover along... Oh god, really? A highwayman comes out of the darkness. Madness. Ow. Jasper, why are you so far away? Help me.
You'll bleed for this.
Oh my god, out of nowhere, Jasper comes and yeets her in the face. I'm going to eat her flesh. I want to take that. It's pretty worth a lot of money. I think I just got hit by an arrow, but I can't actually see where it's coming from. Watch out, Jasper. Don't overhit Jasper in the back there, or what? He's dead. Leather armor and a rune bow. Oh my god, I really need that upgrade in weaponry. Okay, so I can have more health or stamina. I'm actually going to put some more points into stamina, and then we'll put some more points into health later. Also, a blueprint of a Pyrian helmet and a chest. I assume this was some poor traveller that was attacked by these highwaymen just now, but we weren't getting here fast enough to save her. I can see some kind of strange spirit creature up ahead. Save the game now, I don't know what these things are. A mighty wisp. Apparently they detected me somehow. Oh, I hate these things in Skyrim as well. Like, you honestly have no idea how to even hit them because they're like invisible. They do drop mana salt though, so that's useful. Okay, let's have a look on the map here. So we're just here. I think there could be a shortcut to the left, like a little footpath that maybe we can take to this temple, though it looks like a raging river that is way too dangerous to actually cross. So I don't think there's any shortcuts here, Jasper. I think we're going to have to go all the way around this river. You can see another ice root plant. So I'm going to jump across and grab that. Now we have a crossing point. There's a skeleton here and a large backpack handicraft. Here's the ice core. Oh, there's a Spriggan. A wood elemental. How did the second shot not hit it? Oh my god, Jasper, where are you off to, mate? Look at it. It's getting dragged downstream by the current. Yeah, it's dead now. I actually managed to hit it there. 215 experience for that. Oh god, the current is so strong though. There's no way I can loot this. What the hell? Even being on the land next to the river. Oh Jesus Christ, what's that? Imposing king crab. It looks like an enchanting mud crab. Doesn't have anything unique on it though. Be able to cross the river here. Well, I'm guessing yeet it downstream at least. Some enemies over there. Some wolves. Young snow wolf, eh? Oh god. Where's Jasper gone? Ah! Hopefully this river will protect me here. Uh-oh, Jasper's fighting them behind a tree. He's not very smart, is he, Jasper? Here come the other wolves. Oh my god. I can't get back upstream anymore. Oh dear. Okay, we killed one. Goodness me. It's like a drive-by shooting this. How did that miss me? so weird. Like, the arrow mechanics in this game are genuinely triggering. Okay, there we go. Honestly, traveling in Enderal is terrifying. Come on then, Jasper. Wish I could give Jasper some better armor, really. Just constantly dies in a few hits. Doesn't really, you know, provide much resistance or use. Okay, I can hear some more wolves. Okay, there's one up ahead. I'm trying to take him out here. Hopefully he was on his own, because I got the kill cam. Okay, so we're almost at the top here, then we have to go left and then back south on the other side of the river. Uh-oh, it's a bloody mage. Watch out for the mage, Jasper. That mage is so tanky. Oh my god. And I'm being slowed by her damage. And now I can't see anything. I'm gonna have to have a potion here. Do I die? Can I sustain her damage? She's dead, thank god. Here comes the Highwayman. Oh, goodness me. Jasper, you are absolutely useless. Holy crap. Another battle axe. We can fine leather. Oh. I'll take your outfit though, because that's very expensive. And you have a silver sword. Great. So this was actually their camp we just walked up on. I'm actually going to sleep here until morning, and we'll do the rest of this journey by daylight. Some rune arrows and scrag boots. Right, Jasper, I'm going to sleep here until the morning. Alright, it's 7 AM. Good morning. Yeah, you better step back. Why are you watching me sleep anyway, you weirdo? Looks like there's some kind of town up ahead. I don't know what the bandits were doing so close to the town, though.
Never walk back on the road from the...
How did that not kill me? There we go.
Wait. Sorry. I know. I can't sing.
It's an old town. Maybe I can find my horse, Lydia, here. Oh, there's a book. Another book of Ice Spark, or whatever it says. I'm just going to quickly go and discover this location, because we're here. Hello there. Drunken guest. Don't pretend you weren't doing something weird with your neck there.
Farewell.
Right. Nothing we can really ask them that we don't already know. So let's head up onto this path, and then we've got to continue along around the river here, and then go left. And then we'll be able to get to... Oh, there's some interesting blossoming trees up there, actually. Rather mysterious. Let's save the game in case we get attacked by something. So we're just here on the map, and then we've got to go left, all the way down to the south. My god, there's so many crystals here. I don't know if these are going to increase my arcane sickness. No. Where the hell are we, Jasper? Where is Jasper? There he comes.
That's it. The Crystal Forest. Beautiful, isn't it? The temple should just be a few miles up the hill.
Commander Erring called the temple the Living Temple. Why is that?
Oh, it's an old legend. Apparently this temple has some kind of consciousness, so to speak. That's also the reason for the weird vegetation around here.
I see.
Yep.
15 out of 40 knowledge. Yes, we got to go this way, to the south now. Oh my god, is that a frost atronach? Jesus. Fire arrows for sure. Alright, let's save the game here. Use our fire arrows. Oh my god, why does the game do that? I need every sneak attack I can get, for goodness sake. No, don't do stuff. Ah! There, we got it. Meanwhile, Jasper's just literally like taking a dump in the woods behind me. Yeah, you're so useful, aren't you, Jasper? I only get 100 and something experience for that, and I get the same experience for killing a wolf. To be fair, wolves are actually more dangerous. Alright, we've got to go up this path to the south. Hopefully you won't see too many frost atronachs up ahead. And see one. Oh, Jesus Christ, what was that? An ancestral spirit? Jasper, kill it. Go, Jasper, go. I use my fire arrows. Move, Jasper. Jesus Christ, it's so annoying. He's not even attacking her, he's just like walking at her like this. This is Jasper attacking me right now.
Huh?
What are you doing? Okay, let's go ahead and eat some food here. Ectoplasm and ghost wraith wrappings. I wonder what happens if I eat that. I can see another wisp up ahead. And a crystal elemental which we can take out like a boss. Oh, Jasper. I don't even know I'm hitting it. Did that hit it? Thank God it's dead. To you guys, it must just look like I'm shooting at the sky. Oh, weirdly it's empty as well. Not only do we get little experience for killing it, but it's empty. Okay, we're getting to what appears to be a ruin here. We're only 2/3 of the way along the path though, so we're almost there. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some kind of enemy up ahead though. Also dead mammoths here, interestingly. Not actually seen a live one. Oh god, there's another one of those things. That was perfect, actually. Almost Jasper doesn't run in front of us. These are sneak attacks, right? It can't see me. I'm not getting any sneak attack bonus damage. Uh-oh. Now this one can see us. Jasper, it's behind you. Oh god, please Jasper. You're not being useful, apart from tanking it. Okay, god. Oh god, there's something else in there. How's it going? Move, Jasper. Just me. I can't even see it. Shooting into the light. Okay, I think it's dead. Oh my god, there's another one. God. Jasper, kill it. I don't know why Jasper's so bugged right now. I assume he'll fix himself when we go for a loading screen. Oh, for goodness sake, you're an idiot. I hope he doesn't dislike me for shooting me in the back. He's like the most useless companion I've ever played in any game, though. I do like his character. Another empty crystal elemental. Very nice. I see one over there. And Jasper just pushed me out of the way, so I missed. Thanks. There we go. I guess the kill cam will force this in. No, it actually hit it. God damn. That is fantastic. Aha! I need more health. Give me more health. This path is very treacherous. Is that an actual mammoth? Oh my god, I really want to kill it. Oh wow, you can see the fog castle over there. Alright, before we try this out, let's save the game. Look! I held it down fully. Wow, it doesn't take any damage. And I get 200 experience for killing that. It doesn't make any sense, honestly, the way this game calculates the experience you get. I mean, we should just farm mammoths, really. Give me that moonstone ore. We can use it to upgrade something. We need to upgrade our weaponry desperately. Four tusk meats restore 5 health. It's almost as useful as in Skyrim.
Eager to explore, aren't you? Take your time, I'll wait.
I'm just
I can use a break anyway.
You, Jasper, please. Okay, Firebeard's just up here.
Well, well, that was quicker than expected. Did you find the gem?
Of course I did.
Show me. Well, I'll be damned, that's the one. Then I suppose it's time for me to tell you some things about the temple. Maybe you've already heard the Enderalian legend about this place. It's said that this temple is alive, and that the entire forest is some kind of sensory organ of it. Heareth his whispers, sung from the trees, dreadeth his gaze, blah blah blah, you get the idea. Though most folk legends are superstitious nonsense, this one has a true core. The temple does indeed have a consciousness of some sort. That has, however, less to do with some suicidal lover's tragic fates, but with a Pyrian defense mechanism. The Stone Heart.
So the stone heart makes the temple, what, come alive? How does that work?
It works because the Pyrians found a way to conjoin something immaterial with a human soul. That doesn't need to be a building like it is here. It can also be a sword or an amulet. The bound ones, as those whose consciousness was transferred were called, suffered atrocious pain during the ritual, but when it worked, they practically achieved immortality.
Well, that's consoling.
It's a terrible fate, yes, but we all know that with the right religious blathering, humans can be convinced to do just about anything. However, don't get the wrong idea. These bindings were unusual. Not every Pyrian had a relative living in his frying pan, so to speak. Only a very few arcanists, mainly those of the Ishian caste, were able to perform them. In other words, bound places or objects were extremely rare. This temple is one of them.
So in other words, these Pyrian consciousnesses resting in that temple.
I doubt that it's resting. Witnessing the downfall of one's own civilization, and since then being forced to hang around in an extinct world, hardly has a positive effect on one's sanity. But we'll see. Go ahead. Put the gem in the socket over there.
Where's the pedestal? Oh, it's over here. Oh, okay. Expected it to be in front of the temple. Not in some rock. Ooh, okay, we get to watch the show. Are you guys ready for this?
I'll be damned.
Perfect. Then let's go, and keep your weapons ready. The Undertrain will be the lowest level of the temple. At least, if Lushishi's theories are true.
Okay. It's time for us to battle to the Undertrain, Battle Brothers. But before we head on inside, I'm going to end today's episode here. So I hope you enjoyed watching. What I'll be doing in the coming days is playing through the Elder Scrolls Online, doing daily episodes, So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to be making a new character and playing through the game, starting something new, so you guys, if you're like new to the game, can also join and play along, and I'll sort of go through some general tips and tricks for new players that will help you on your own journey. So if you just want to watch it for the story or for those tips, feel free to check out that and subscribe. It will be out tomorrow, and then we'll just continue the playthroughs till that's finished, probably in like a week or so, max I would have thought, and then we'll continue with our Enderal episodes following on from that. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Thanks for all the likes on these videos, and I will see you in the next episode. Have a great day, and goodbye.